All right, let's keep it a full stack, full bean. I've been posting a lot of email recruitment content on my Instagram. And that's because if you're a high school player looking to get to the next level, the recruitment process is something you have to master. Your first email to a college coach is everything. A lot of players that I see royally screw up this process. I've worked with a lot of athletes, okay? And I've worked with a couple specifically that I've had a massive role in hand in getting them to the college level. I've seen what works and what doesn't work through those guys and also through my own journey. So in this video, I'm gonna break down exactly what it takes to write an email that actually gets you noticed by college coaches. I'll show you what works and I'll show you what gets you ignored in like 3 seconds. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to write, how to send it, and how to follow up. First, let's go into depth why your emails fail. Let's be honest, brother. You probably have no clue what you're doing as far as emails go, and it's really a communication problem. So you need to learn how to communicate with people in general. Think of it like this, man. Put yourself in the shoes of the coaches. You get hundreds of emails every single week. During recruitment season, you get even more. Now picture that generic ass email in your inbox, the one that you send to coaches. I mean, bro, let's keep it a buck. You are not peeping that email whatsoever, and you're probably gonna delete it in 3 seconds. Within that generic email, here are the 3 biggest mistakes that I see. Mistake number 1 is the generic subject line. You might overlook this part. The subject line is super important. It's like the initial greeting when you shake somebody's hand. If your subject line is just hello or I'm interested in playing, the coach has no idea who you are or why they should even care. Realistically, dude, it looks like spam. The second mistake I see way too often is the copy and pasted body. Listen, I know I give out an email template, but that template has certain aspects in it in which you must do research for that school. If you are copying and pasting your emails from school to school, bro, you're making this process way more difficult than it needs to be. Stuff like, dear coach, I'm super interested in your program. I would love an opportunity to play here. It's just not gonna cut it, man. You're not putting in any extra effort to show that you truly care about this process. This can be sent to any school and you're not showing any personality, nothing about you and why you fit in their specific program. And the worst part, don't tell nobody I told you this, but coaches can tell this is a template. Shocker, shocker, but they know. Mistake number 3 is no clear next steps or follow-up. If you ever want anything in your life, you have to go after it. That means you try your absolute hardest to put things on your terms. This applies to how you communicate with college coaches. They do not want a player who cannot follow up or is too passive to ask for a follow-up. Go after what you want, and this is heavily communicated by the end of your emails. Way too many athletes close their emails off by saying, hope to hear from you soon, or let me know if you're interested. This is so ass backwards. You're asking them to do the work to solidify your dreams. Are you serious? You got to go after what you want, and you have to make it easy for them. This will not only get your email deleted, it will change the coach's entire perspective on you as a player and person. This kid is too passive or he's afraid of high stakes situations. All right, now that you get an idea of the top 3 mistakes I see, let's actually correct them. All right, subject line. Your subject line needs to do 2 things. Tell the coach who you are and why they should open your email. Here's a formula that I use with my athletes. Grad year, position, key stat, name, and travel team or high school. This gives a coach crucial information. Are you in their recruiting class? Are they looking for your position? Can you actually perform on the field? And do you have any credibility towards your name or something they can look up to do further research? Coaches can scan this subject line and determine if they want to open it or not. All right, let's get into the body. The intro is where a lot of players just completely lose the coaches. You need to show that you did research and you're not just copying and pasting this exact email to 100 other schools. Let's flip that generic body into something specific like this. For example, on their website, if it says, Indiana University has won 7 out of 10 conference championships in the last 10 years, I will simply put that in my email as something that has stood out to me. Hey, Coach Blank, I'm very impressed that your team has won 7 out of 10 conference championships. You've really turned the program around since you didn't win any prior to this. I also love the acronym you guys use on your website. It shows how much you guys value culture, and that's something I want to be a part of. Here's a quick tip. Go on the team's website. The website has tons of ammo you can use. Like I just mentioned, an acronym, a lot of teams have acronyms that they kind of stand by. Yeah, it's a lot about marketing, but you can still use that to your advantage just to show that you've done research on the school. You see the difference we made here? You referenced something specific about their program, and you showed genuine interest. Dog, it takes 5 minutes of real research. Go to their website, watch a game highlight, check their roster, just find one piece of information to use. Coaches notice when you put in this effort, and it's so small that it barely takes any time. Next, for the body. Really what you need to do in the body is just give them your info in a digestible way. They don't want to read a novel, they don't want to know your full story. They want your stats, measurables, and film. Lay out your measurables and stats, and then link your film right after. 2026 shortstop, 425 batting average. Indiana Bulls, 6'8", 60, 97 exit velo. Film linked. And here's a quick pro tip. Only include your primary and possibly secondary position and your best stats. Don't list every single position you play, every single league you've been in. Less is more. Here we go, we got the close. This is the most important one. This is where every single player is too passive. Go get what you want, man. Right here, you have to communicate the purpose of your email. If you want to schedule a call, say I would love to schedule a 15-minute call. Are you available Tuesday or Thursday next week? My spring schedule is attached and I will follow up in 2 weeks. You're making a clear ask, giving specific options, providing value, and committing to follow up. This makes it easy for coaches to say yes, and if they don't respond, you're following up anyways. That's how you stand out and close. All right, let me show you what a complete email template looks like. I've given this template to hundreds of athletes and it's worked flawlessly. Go over to my Instagram and DM me or drop a comment and I will throw this template to you. All right, here we go. It's the exact subject that we talked about. Right under that, I'm going into the bulk of my email, starting with the intro. I'm going to throw in a little bit of research I did on Indiana University about their middle infield development. Throw a little bit of bait about their culture. Coaches love when you talk about their culture. I got my stats right here and I got my link. In this instance, I want to schedule a visit. So I'm going to try to schedule a visit. I'd love to schedule a visit next week. Are you available Thursday evening to schedule this visit? My schedule is attached and I've highlighted all days that I'm available. I will follow up in 2 weeks from now. All the best, my name and phone number. That is it, bro. Short, personalized, professional. This is the email structure that gets responses. Now there's a couple more things I want to talk about before I wrap this up. When to send your email and how to follow up. Bro, don't email coaches during their season. They're slammed, they're way too busy. You have to send it to them during their off season. This is when they actually have time to recruit. That's normally November through February. Also, don't send emails at midnight or 2 a.m. Send it during business hours, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. during the week. If coaches don't respond in 2 weeks, follow up. Most players don't do this, and if you do the close right, you're just following your word anyways. That email can be super short and brief. Coach Kelly just following up on my email that I sent 2 weeks ago. I'm still very interested in Indiana University. I would love to connect. Are you available for a call this week? That's it, dude. Don't overthink it. Just remind them that you exist. If they don't respond after 2 or 3 follow-ups, then you just move on, man. Not every school is going to be a perfect fit, and that's okay. But that is how you write an email that actually gets responses. A quick recap, use a clear and concise subject line. Personalize your intro and body with research. Keep your stats clean and scannable. And close with a clear call to action and follow-up. If you do this, you're already ahead of 90% of players. I've created a full email template that you can steal. It includes a subject line formula, intro examples, and the exact structure that I just showed you. Of course, you need to do and implement the research you find about the specific school into the template. Contact me and send the word template, I'll shoot it over. Also, if you're actually serious about getting your recruitment and training off of the ground, and you want to feel like the best version of you and most competent athlete ever, I work with a limited amount of high school athletes per quarter. The link to apply for Kelly Training is in the description. I'll see you in the next one.